Greetings, salutations, OTK. So have you heard of Utada Hikaru?
Of course.
Yes.
What kind of nerd would I be if I hadn't?
So what we're going to be checking out is the single version for the song Passion.
Mm-hmm.
You remember where well, that was the Japanese name for Kingdom Hearts opening number 2. Well, Kingdom Hearts 2. Yes, that was the opening for Kingdom Hearts 2. Have you seen the video for this?
Probably, most likely not.
Yeah.
I like their music, but I'm not a Kingdom Hearts fan.
Yeah.
Shocker, I know. So
Hey,
it was just like, okay, yeah,
it's all good.
yeah, it's like, oh yeah, that song is cool.
Yeah.
That's it, really.
So yeah, and then would you look at it? It's a song that's 4 minutes and 39 seconds.
Oh, doing something real different right now.
Oh man, we raw dogging it without any subs, so. I know it's always a debate between this and the other song, Simple and Clean. Like, what's the best song? I was gonna say it's very different from how Kingdom Hearts 2 is, at least music video wise, but then again, when you're diving, it's a nice like fading transition. I forgot what it's called, like, but it's blending in with the background. Is that colors? All right, I'm not going with my colors, but I want to say cerulean. What the hell? I've not seen this video before either, so that's why I'm like, these are heartless. I guess no, Kingdom Hearts would be nobodies. Back on track. So this is actually a different version from a different one I've heard before.
Well, it's the single release, so it gets like from like a CD at the time with maybe one other song or a remix, and then.
Especially because this is the Japanese version and the English version is called Sanctuary. It's mainly the bridge. I want to say that's the main difference. It still goes into that portion itself. Right. Well, that in terms, I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2 was a game. It definitely was. Um, yeah, I know I spent hours. I personally, me, who's a Kingdom Hearts fan, I still think Kingdom Hearts 2 is the best out of all three ones that have come so far. Then there's some of the side games and whatnot. Um, yeah, that was. I mean, for gameplay wise, it was my favorite of the three Kingdom Hearts. The last one was all right. The story is already all over the place. And it had some good beats. I'm not gonna spoil anything Kingdom Hearts related here for those fans. But I guess what did you think of the
It's always gonna be a
song?
classic.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be a classic. Now, do I think this one is better than Simple and Clean? I think they both serve different purposes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're both like they're outstanding.
Yeah.
My feelings for Kingdom Hearts aside, I think they're both phenomenal singles. Like if they weren't attached to a game, they would still, because of the artist and just the talent that they have, would break down into being a phenomenal hit.
Yeah.
Or, I think if these songs were released today, I think they'd still be like banger hit classics. The music video, it's one of those things where I don't know if it'll convey properly, but I love the texture of it. The different textures that are used in the music video to convey the storytelling. Now I would have to listen to the lyrics to see if the lyrics match what is being conveyed through the music video. Because like this is an English version of that song doesn't necessarily mean that the translation would necessarily be the same.
Yeah.
Right. It's not I thought it was beautiful. I love the colors. I love the different aspects of the drummers and the dancers and the feeling of openness that this song conveys, even with the animation. I love an animated music video. I do. And I love that they mix genres, animation with live action, and then special effects, the painting of the colored clouds combining with her dress, or the it's not a cape. What am I thinking of? The long thing. You guys know. You guys watched the video. Song the banger. I will give the song a 10. Video, because it's kind of like, I don't know, when I watch videos that are not from the last 10, maybe 15 years, I have a higher appreciation for them, just because what gets done in these music videos that I don't see that artistry now. So the video gets a 10 just because of how special it feels. I also want to mention like the end with the horses. It also marries in with the whole theme of openness and freedom. That's usually what running horses represent, right? Freedom.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, maybe a 9, maybe an 8, but like I'm gonna say 9. 9 is how I'm feeling overall.
Yeah. So I'm trying to pull on memories of when these songs came out, and for those diehard fans and maybe even true stans, I can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that Passion, which is the Japanese version we just heard, and Sanctuary, which is the English version I just showed you a snippet of, they're like they're paired together. I believe so. Yeah, like the songs aren't exactly translated to be the same thing. I think if memory serves me right, I think Sanctuary is the reverse of Passion. Yeah, if I remember it correctly, I believe like that's what it would be like. It would be like the inverse, even though Sanctuary was the international release and Passion was for release in Japan mainly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But yeah, in terms of it, both songs, even if like of course we didn't hear the English one today, but yeah, the Japanese one, yeah, this was like a defining song for me, like when I was much younger, especially because me being the piano, immediately wanted to play this song when I heard it the first time. Heard it on TV before, like, because back then commercials for the games were rampant and whatnot. And so when I saw that Kingdom Hearts was on TV and they were, you know, they did the whole the passion song and everything. I was like, yo, I gotta buy this game ASAP. I think I missed like 4 days of school in order to play this game straight until I beat it. So yeah, seeing the music video after all these years, it's pretty interesting experience. Mainly because I didn't know there was a music video for this until I think recently actually.
But even when you
Yeah.
think of like when this came out,
Hmm.
a lot of the Japanese music videos weren't coming over here
Yeah,
anyway.
so it had
I
to be
don't
through LimeWire. Yeah.
right. I don't even think like YouTube was a thing
No, no,
when this
2005.
yeah. So it's like you wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Like unless you're like deep into J-pop, which you
I,
know,
I was, and it was through LimeWire. I found a Yumi Hamazaki. That was my favorite. The first Japanese artist that I bought an album from overseas and whatnot. So yeah, and then from Yumi Hamazaki, she's my favorite J-pop artist. To then find Hikaru, Utada Hikaru, who was one of my other favorite J-pop artists. Yeah, it was an experience. The song's 10 out of 10. Like, it's always been a 10 out of 10 for me. The music video was pretty interesting. As we mentioned, I gave it this pretty much the same score as you. And I think, yeah, we find ourselves with like a 9. I think
yeah.
at the end of it. Definitely a hell of an experience to listen to after all these years. But yeah, I mean, what else can we do when we listen?
Look, it's a classic.
It's a class,
I
yeah,
don't look. We watched a couple of videos already.
yeah.
Whenever we go back, it's always gonna be like, obviously, I don't know. I feel like the last two videos we watched, I didn't have
Mhm,
much to say, and in all honesty, it's because a lot of the new stuff I just don't connect with.
mhm,
Um, but something like this, like I said, even though I'm not a Kingdom Hearts fan, I'm a nerd, so by proxy, I know this song.
mhm.
It's still gonna drudge up feelings.
Yeah,
But then when you watch the music, you don't even have to like the song, but then when you watch the music video in comparison to what, goes on today, sometimes it's just
yeah,
apples and oranges, right? It's two different things. You could appreciate both, but there's just some things extra special about videos from back in the day.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, folks. As always, let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below, as well as put some suggestions for videos you want us to watch or check out. So that's it. We'll catch you guys for the next one. Already know.